A Louisiana Walmart employee by the name of Beth McGrath decided to quit, and she did it over the loudspeaker. Now, sometimes you come across a video that's just incredibly, I don't know, satisfying to watch, and that is the case with this video. Let's watch.
Attention Walmart shoppers and associates, my name is Beth from Electronics. I've been working at Walmart for almost 5 years, and I can say that everyone here is overworked and underpaid. The attendant policy is bull. We are treated from management and customers poorly every day. Whenever we have a problem with it, we're told that we're replaceable. I'm tired of the constant gaslighting. This company treats their elderly associates like. To Jared, our store manager, you're a pervert. Greta and Kathy, shame on y'all for treating your associates the way you do. I hope you don't speak to your families the way you speak to us. Shout out to Cominique, Patty, Chardell, and so many more. Walmart doesn't deserve y'all. Manage it, and this job, I quit.
It's like there is a balm to cure the sin-sick soul, as Martin Luther King said. Like that
was amazing.
It's just so gratifying and cathartic to hear that.
Yeah.
Because guys, look, there's different work environments, and sometimes some wealthy millennials complain about work when they got pretty good jobs. And then there's folks in the real world that work at Walmart and are getting crushed and steamrolled every single day. And for one of them to say, God damn it, I'm not gonna take it anymore. It's like out of a movie, but a movie in the 70s, they won't make those movies anymore.
Right.
Right?
Well, what I love about this is that it seems to be part of a trend, because she's not the only one who did this. So we'll get to another example in just a minute. But it also exposes the way that workers can flex their power. Right now, obviously, they can flex their power in numbers, right? But withholding labor is the only way, especially in the past, like historically speaking, that workers were able to gain any rights. Better working conditions, the weekends, higher wages, right? Nabisco just had a nationwide strike, and they managed to get a better contract as a result of that strike, okay? So they finally came to an agreement. It means that they're gonna get a $5,000 bonus. It means that they're gonna be able to maintain the benefits that they've been wanting to maintain. They're not gonna have to deal with a new healthcare program that they were not in favor of. They got some concessions on overtime. So lots of good things can happen when workers actually band together and demand better working conditions. And here, it might be one individual, but I think it does get a conversation started about the kind of power that workers do in fact have. Now, that video went viral for obvious reasons, and she said in an interview with The Independent, I never intended for the video to blow up the way it did. It's been an emotional roller coaster for me, and I'm just at a loss for words. I didn't record the video for clout. I recorded the video for my fellow coworkers to let them know that I do love them and that I do want what's best for them. I wanted to be their voice. I wanted to be my voice. And let's also note the fun, Jared, you're a pervert moment from that video, which I mean, I don't know the details of why he's a pervert, but I'm inclined to believe her.
Yeah, so look, we don't know anything about Jared, and there's another video that we're gonna show you in a second that's very similar. Actually, that was my least favorite part, only because we just don't know. But if he in fact is a pervert, good. Then he had it coming. And
he should be investigated for that claim, right?
And so when I saw the second video of the person saying something similar, right, I thought, and this should be obvious to everybody anyway, but Jesus, how prevalent is this?
Very prevalent.
Right, especially when you have no economic power and you desperately need that job, and you've got like some sort of mini dictator at work who's getting off on the power of being your manager. And by the way, they're not in that great a shape either. Maybe you're getting 725 and he's getting 875, but he's got that little thing to hold on to, which is power over you.
Totally.
And I can see that being misused on a regular basis. But this basically goes to economic dignity. And that's what we've lost in this country. You guys might not remember, nobody talks about it now. They pretend it's based on race and all these other factors. But AOC's main theme when she had that miracle upset of Joe Crowley was economic dignity. We used to have that in this country. Now everybody works as indentured servants for these massive corporations who squeeze us until there's nothing left to squeeze. And so these are folks who are now in their desperation seeking that dignity that they otherwise can't get from the corporate world. You know, it's a time, it's in a sense as old as time. For the older folks, you might remember, take this job and shove it, right? And that's exactly what this is. But now it's worse because it's a machine that's steamrolling us all at the same time.
I want to go to an earlier example. So we showed you the worker from Louisiana. Prior to that viral video, there was a Walmart worker in Texas who did something very similar. That worker's name is Shayna Ragland. Let's hear what she had to say.
Attention, all Walmart shoppers, associates, and managers. My name is Shauna from Cap 2, and I just want to come on here and say Henry is a racist, stinky prick. Giovanna is racist. Elias is a prick of a manager. This company fires black associates for no reason. This company treats their employees like, especially Cap 2, and Jimmy from Sporting Goods, Joseph the cashier, Larry from Garden Center. You are all perverts. And I hope you don't talk to your daughters the way you talk to me. Shout out to Ariel. I love you for getting me this job a year ago when I needed it most. The managers, this company, this position, that big lazy Chris Price, I quit.
Spoken and heard. We hear you loud and clear.
Take this job and shove it. Look,
people have been pushed to their limit, right?
100%. And that's why when the unemployment checks came in and other checks came in during COVID relief packages, it was the first time that Americans got a tiny, I mean, look, these payments are not that large at all, but they got a tiny sliver of freedom. Like, what would it feel like if I didn't have to go to work every single day, even if when I'm sick, if I didn't have to work for $7.25 every single day, or whatever's the bare minimum I can get by, and wasn't nervous about the rent and constantly stressed. And when they did, some folks started demanding better working conditions or better wages. Oh, and the corporate world hates it.
They don't want workers to have any leverage. What it did was provide workers with leverage for the first time in a very, very long time.
And that's why you'll see corporate goons, both politicians and news anchors, all over cable news telling you about, oh, no, we can't have these higher wages. It'll cause inflation. This is, and we got to cut down employment checks. We got to give people an incentive to get back to work. Now, when you subsidize, by the way, giant banks, as we did in the COVID relief bill, to the tune of trillions of dollars, they never say, oh, it's going to take away their motivation to do banking.
Yep.
Trillions of dollars for the rich doesn't take away their motivation.
Not a problem.
But you guys, if you get just a tiny bit of money, you bums, it's going to take away your motivation to work. Back to the mines, back to the indignation that you have to suffer at our hands 24/7. Thanks for watching the Young Turks. We really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.